Hey guys, it's Emily and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I'm going to put it all on my face and do one side with a beauty blender and one side with a brush and let you guys know how I like it. And it does come with a little paddle. It's kind of a weird applicator. So you just you can either put it on with your finger or just paddle it on. I feel like I'm going to probably paddle it on. It just seems easier. And I don't really like using my fingers for things, honestly. But I'm going to start off with the Becca First Light priming filter. This is one of my favorites. It smells really good. It kind of illuminates your face a little bit. And I really like it. It has like a lemony scent, which I know I've heard some people don't like that, but I really do like it. It smells really good. And it's also pretty moisturizing. And that's another big thing that I like about it. And before this, I did wash my face and I moisturized and all of that. And now I'm just gonna pat that in a little bit more just so we get a nice first layer on and have something that the foundation's really gonna stick to. And now I'm gonna add the Wet n Wild foundation. I think I'm just gonna paddle it on. Seems easier. I mean, mine's in soft beige. I'm going to do like one side at a time and see how that goes. I'm going to use my brush. This is the Tarte, doesn't have a name on it, but it's the Tarte brush. This is my favorite one to apply my foundation with. And this foundation, the whole line is supposed to be like no flashback or anything. So when you do photography, it's not supposed to have anything. I know they have a powder, I think a concealer, and I'm not sure if they have other stuff. So that's one layer with this foundation on. I can kind of, honestly, I don't see that big of a difference. I don't know why. Look at my mirror. I mean, it does cover some of the redness. You can see in my cheeks the redness has gone away over here, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a full coverage. So it doesn't really have any claims on the bottle. So I'm going to look them up eventually. That was in my eyebrow, but that's fine. More up there. And this side I'm going to do with my beauty blender. My beauty blender is how I like to apply my foundation most of the time. I usually, if I do use a brush, I always go over it with the beauty blender anyways. I just think it gives a more flawless look instead of a brush can be sometimes streaky. It does seem to look a little bit better with my beauty blender, a little bit more coverage, I would say, than on the side with the brush. So I will say that I did put kind of a small amount of product on, like I didn't put a lot. So I am going to go back over with another layer, and I'll do the side with the brush first. And I don't apply product directly to the nose because I find that when I do that, it comes to come off, especially right here under where my nose rings are. It does wear away throughout the day, especially on this side right here. I don't know if that's probably partially me. I have a tendency to touch my face more than you're supposed to, but I can't help it. Get it on the eyes. I'm going to bring it down the neck a little bit. It does seem to be a really good match for me, so I don't need it too much on the neck, but just so you don't look a little crazy. Then on your ears. It does seem to be looking a lot better with a second layer, but it doesn't look that different in my opinion. I'm going to add another layer here. Use my beauty blender to apply. And when I use my beauty blender, or honestly when I do anything, I don't really go in good sections. I kind of just do it and then I'm all over the place and eventually my whole face gets covered. So I really don't have much of a I don't know, game plan to applying any type of foundation. I kind of just do it and go all crazy and blend on my face and see how that goes. So I will have to say that I definitely like the Beauty Blender applying it much better. I think it just looks better. It looks a little bit more coverage, I would say. Otherwise, the brush really didn't do a bad job either. It still looks pretty good. I will say that it definitely isn't like you're gonna have to set this. I don't like that feeling on my skin when you can feel the foundation. Like, I want it to soak in and not really be able to feel it. So in order to do that, like, a lot of times I do have to set my foundation, which I don't mind because when you set it, it tends to stay a lot. So this will be the finished face of foundation. I am gonna go and put the rest of my makeup on and then come back and let you guys know. And then later on through the day, I'm gonna do more updates. And then at the end of the day, before I take my makeup off, I'm going to let you guys know how I feel, show you how it wore throughout the day, and my reviews and how I feel about it, and all of that stuff. Hey guys, I'm back and I finished my whole face of makeup, and I just want to let you guys know how I feel about it after putting things on top of it and putting powders and all of that over it. So I want to say that I do like it. It looks better once I've set my face and put all of my bronzers and all that over it. I will say that it looks a little bit cakey in some areas, but that could just be because I put 2 layers on, so maybe if you stick with 1 layer, it might be a little bit better. I also did just want to let you know, just the descriptions and the price. This foundation is $5.99. I'm looking at the Wet n Wild website, and it says it's supposed to be your skin only better. And it is made with a matte, light diffusing complex to give your skin a no filter look. And it really doesn't say anything else besides it. Just talks a lot about the flashback and things like that. And it says it's matte, which I didn't feel like mine was super matte, to be honest. Like, it did feel more matte than some of my other foundations, but it didn't feel like super matte where it's like sucking up your face. So I guess that is a good thing because you don't want that feeling. Like, I personally don't want that feeling. So I will keep wearing this throughout the day, letting you know how it wears, and I'm going to go run some errands and do some other things, and I will come back later. Okay, so it's been about 5 hours of wearing this makeup. I went to the store, and I was out in the sun for a while, and I did a lot of stuff, and surprisingly, I actually do really like the foundation. At first, I didn't think I was going to because it didn't feel like it really soaked into my skin. It felt like it was kind of just sitting on top. But after putting powder on and putting some setting spray and letting it all kind of soak together, it actually did work a lot better. And as you can see, it does look like a little bit greasy and stuff, but that's honestly, it could just be from sitting out in the sun and sweating a little bit. But other than that, it looks pretty good. I mean, it still looks a little bit cakey, like on my nose area and right here. So I'm not a huge fan of that. But for a $5.99 foundation, like, I'm okay with that. So I'm definitely gonna let you guys know right before I go to bed or right before I take off all my makeup and everything how it looks at the very end of the day. And I usually go to bed pretty late, so it'll probably be another several hours of wear time and just doing things around my apartment and just seeing how it continues to wear on my face. And if it starts to break up at all, I haven't noticed it breaking up at all really on my face. I mean, it's settling pretty well everywhere. So I will let you guys know in a few hours. Alright guys, I'm back. I want to apologize for the bad lighting. It's late at night, so I've been using natural lighting, so I'm not able to use that right now. But I just wanted to show you what my face looks like before I shower, get ready for bed, and all that. It's about 1 in the morning right now, so it's been quite some time of wearing the Wet n Wild foundation on my face. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in, or move in, and show you what my face looks like. I do notice that it's a little bit oily in my T-zone, and lately it's been getting like that, but most foundations don't do that on me, especially when I set it with powder. So I think this is one that's going to break up during the day, but I mean, I have been wearing it for a really long, for pretty much all day, quite a lot of time. So for it to break up for a $5.99 foundation, that's not super bad. I mean, I have foundations that are $40 and they break up on my face after a long time too. So it's really, I think it's a decent foundation for the price and for what you're getting out of it. I'm pretty sure you do get the standard amount that's usually in all of them. All foundations is usually 1 fluid ounce. And honestly, for affordable drugstore option, I think it's great. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who either just wants to save money, who's on a budget, who just loves Wet n Wild, who loves drugstore, all of that. Like, I would definitely recommend it. Alright guys, that's the end of my video. I want to thank you so much for watching, and please like, subscribe, comment, anything you want. It would be very appreciated, and see you next time.